Greetings, my dear viewers. It is I, Dragon, back once again with another Dungeons & Dragons character conversion. If you are new to this series, I, Dragon, take a character from any work of fiction and show you what they would be like in Dungeons & Dragons. Going off of the lore, of course. Today we are taking another look at the Ratchet and Clank series, celebrating the new game that'll be coming out at some point. Rift Apart for the PlayStation 5. Today's character conversion is going to be the new protagonist for that game, Rivet, the female Lombax. Now, I already know about the complaints about Rivet, that she is going to be a exact copy of Ratchet, but she doesn't have to be. I mean, I've already seen some of the trailers and some of the clips for the game, and right off the bat, she is different from Ratchet as far as her lore goes. Now, her gameplay is only going to be introducing a new mechanic, it looks like, but she doesn't have to be the same as Ratchet. And I will explain with this conversion. As always, we start off with our stats using the point-buy system. Wisdom and Charisma are our lowest stats at 10. Constitution and Intelligence are our highest stats at 14. Dexterity will follow up on 13, and Strength for 12. Now, Rivet is a Lombax, and unlike with our Ratchet build, we are not going to cheese it by going with Tabaxi. Instead, we are going with the custom lineage. This will give us a +2 to one of our stats. We're going to go with Intelligence for obvious reasons. We're going to get Speed for 30 feet. One skill of choice, we'll go with Athletics. Our feat is going to be the Fighting Initiate, and we're going to grab the Dueling Fighting style from it. Make it a little bit easier to wield that hammer of ours. Languages is going to be Common, and for simplicity, we're going to go with Deep Speech. Rivet is a part of the Resistance, and last I checked, that is a faction. So we're going with Faction Agent for our background. We'll get skills in Insight and Persuasion. Languages, we get 2 of choice. This doesn't really matter. It's what best fits your campaign. But just for kicks and giggles, let's say Elvish and Gnomish. We get the feature of Safe Haven, which is going to be really useful when we need it, especially since we're part of the Resistance. Going on to class, we are going with the Artificer, which gives us a 1d8 hit die, and thanks to our Constitution modifier, we get a nice solid 10 hit points to start off, which, ironically, I think that is roughly the same amount of health we have when we start off each Ratchet and Clank game. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's roughly the same. For skills, we're going to go with Arcana and Investigation. We get the Magical Tinkering feature and Spellcasting, quote unquote. Since the Artificer is not technically a spellcasting class, technically it does use spells, yes, but according to the text as written, the Artificer only uses spell-like effects. that are similar to spells. They aren't exactly spells. I'll talk about that in another video, now that I think about it. Anyway, moving on to a level 2 Artificer, we get Infuse Item. Level 3 Artificers get an Artificer Specialist and the right tool for the job, which lets us create the tool that we need for a limited time. Now, there are 2 Artificer Specialists that I would like you to consider. The first being the Battlesmith, which will give us a tool proficiency in Smith's tools, Battlesmith spells starting with Heroism and Shield, Battle Ready, and the Steel Defender. But there is also the Maverick. And wouldn't you know it, being a part of the Resistance makes you a Maverick. Anyway, that's not the same for the Artificer. The Artificer's Maverick just means they go off the beaten path of traditional Artificers and try to mimic more spells from other classes. So, your Arcane Breakthrough gives you the Artificer spells of other classes. So you could be a Cleric Artificer, technically. Or a Warlock Artificer. You just get the spell list of those classes for your arcane spells. You also get Cantrip Specialist, which gives you access to every cantrip you could ever want. But for this build, we're just going to go for the Battlesmith just to keep things simple. Level 4 Artificers get an ability score improvement. Let's go ahead and increase that intelligence to an 18. Now to multi-class into Fighter. Since we meet the multi-classing minimums, you get an hit die of a 1d10. You get extra hit points of 1d10 plus our Constitution modifier per fighter level. We would get a weapon proficiency, but that's already covered by our 3rd level Artificer. We also get a fighting style of archery, make it easier for our longer ranged weaponry. We also get Second Wind. Level 2 fighters get an action surge. Level 3 fighters get an archetype. Go for Renegade. This can be found in the partnered book. What was it called? Legends of Runeterra. I don't remember the mini title for it, but that was the book. Anyways, the Renegade gets Scoundrel's Wit, which gives us 2 skills. Deception and Sleight of Hand seem to be the best bet. We get the Gunfighter form, which gives us a firearm, which is pretty good. We also get a weapon of choice, which upgrades our Gunfighter form. Making us kind of like a Warlock in a way. Anyway, moving on to level 4 Fighter, we're going to grab a feat, and we're going to do Sharpshooter. For obvious reasons. Level 5 Fighter gets an extra attack, and level 6 Fighter will get an ability score improvement. Go ahead and just grab Charisma. That way we get a nice 12 on it, which means a +1 modifier. Alright, I think that's going to have to do it for today, dear viewers. I do apologize for the late upload. Kind of busy yesterday, unfortunately. Well, anyways, I hope you enjoyed. If you like, go ahead and smash that like button. Why do I have to do this, V? The YouTube algorithm? Does that really even matter? If we want to get more views, yes. Smash the like button if you'd like, and leave a comment down below on who you would like to see next. Until next time, this has been Drayon, and I am offline.